I love the fact that how you brought up it takes a different path for everyone to get, especially in the NFL, to get to that locker room.
Yeah.
The average years of playing in the NFL is 3-4 years.
It's down to 2.5 now.
And then your first year was 2013. Yep. And for you, you went undrafted and you stayed around. What did you kind of have to do to start?
Well, where do we start? That I'm in this position today for a certain reason, and it's building me for tomorrow. And if I'm staying focused on my goals and my vision for myself, and I stay consistent in the work to get that, then I'll be okay, right? Mm-hmm. And so there's my first year, fired 6 times, I want to say, released 6 times, signed a 3-year, $1.45 million contract. But again, the optimistic realist in me knew and understood that that's not guaranteed, and I'm just an undrafted free agent, one of 90 guys on this roster that has to make it to 53. Yeah. So while some of my peers were like, man, I'm in the league now, I'm at the mall, I'm doing this and this, for me, I'm like, the work has just begun. And now the race is beginning. I always called it the Hunger Games. Literally, when we went into training camp, I think of it as like this year's version of the Hunger Games has just started. And what I have always been good at is consistency in the work ethic. And you can see guys, as training camp creeps on, first week in training camp, and this is not everybody, but first week in training camp, everybody's in the cold tub, everybody's doing the rehab, everybody's doing the details, they're working out, doing the extra, all that stuff. Second week, about 2/3 of those guys left, all right? Third week, we get an off day, here or there after preseason game. The facility is empty right after the game or the day after or whatever that may be, because guys want their time and their space. For me, it's I'm here because I need to maximize this moment and this opportunity. And what I tell people is there was a year where Peyton Manning, he injured his neck, and he had to sit out the whole season. And the next season he went to Denver, and there was a video of him. I think maybe this was when he was in Indy or something like that, but he had his helmet on in the cold tub because he was injured, and he's watching practice and watching film, but he's listening to the play calls, right? And like you realize, like the guys like him, like Kobe, they love the game. They love the game. And what Peyton always says, like, I had the game taken away from me last year. Like, I enjoy the details now. And so for me, being fired and not being able to walk into the locker room and going in there and pressing the button with the key code and then it not working, or, hey, Cope, can you bring us your iPad? Going upstairs and the dream ending, people hitting you up and all of those negative moments. For me, when I got my chances to be in the locker room, I was so appreciative of the details, the support, and every single moment that I was able to maximize it and just keep sticking on. Because you know how it is. You can start to go through the motions, especially a long season, injuries, all those things. And for me, it was just, how do I sometimes trick my brain into loving this opportunity?